What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So today I want to follow up on a previous video that I made about returning to keto for a month just to see if there were correlations, causations from my first time on keto. I want to see if it kind of stayed the same or if things were different the second time through. So this past month, all of June, I was on keto. And if you don't know what keto is, I have a beautiful video explaining the whole thing where I did it the first time, but the short and long of it is basically zero carbs and then your body adapts to burning fat. It's a more or less a survival mechanism for your body. Apparently you do not need carbs to survive. However, if your goal is optimal performance in life, I highly recommend that you don't cut carbs out of your diet. So that being said, I'm gonna maintain that going on the ketogenic diet is probably not a great idea for the majority of people. It really works for some people, but there's a lot of drawbacks. It's incredibly restrictive, and it's really very hard to be healthy on the diet. It's really easy to slip into that dirty keto and be eating double bacon cheeseburgers, hold the bun. So I don't really recommend it for most people, but I want to talk about why I went on the diet to kind of see what I might have seen in the first time. So, the first time I did keto was back in January. I did it all of January and then about a quarter to half of February. So it was about the same time window of which I did keto from the first time to this time. And I try to keep generally most of the variables the same as far as my workout routines, what I ate, how I lived my days. Tried to keep that all the same. That way I could see if some of the results that I found on the first month would appear on the second month, or if it was just happened to be correlation. So the first thing that I wanted to test was my sleep. So around the same time that I went on keto the first time, last January, I got the Oura ring. So the Oura ring is a piece of technology. It's a wearable device similar to a smartwatch that tracks your activity. It tracks your heart rate variability, your body temperature. And basically its claim to fame is that it tells you how well you have slept. Granted, wearable devices these days are not the most accurate things in the planet, but it gives you a nice baseline of where you might be. But I got my Oura ring at the same time that I went on keto. And when I was going over my Oura ring data over the last several months, I noticed that the month that I was on keto, my Oura ring gave me significantly higher sleep scores. So I was wondering, does keto help sleep? So I wanted to find out. So I figured I'd go back on keto, see if my sleep improved. So lo and behold, it didn't. So my sleep scores kind of stayed about average. Nothing really increased or decreased. I didn't see any wild differences and variations of how the different metrics played. Like no increase in heart rate variability. There was no increase in the quality of my sleep. It was generally the same. There were a few nights that I slept really, really well and got some really high scores. But notably those were nights that I was just dead tired when I went to bed. And I'm sure that on or off of keto, I would have slept well in those nights. But even with those really high scoring nights, my average for the month was just about equal to my average since I got the ring. So I'm gonna call that one busted because I don't think that keto helps sleep. In fact, there are several scientific reasons and physiological reasons why it may actually hinder sleep, including the fact that carbohydrates are often the precursor to the hormone serotonin, which helps us get to sleep. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, summer's coming up and I'm going to the beach soon. So of course, I wanted to, cut a little bit of body fat, and keto is a pretty easy way to do that. So results, I lost, I think 8 pounds, but I think 5 of it was water weight. So 3 pounds in a month, that's pretty good. I mean, as far as weight loss goals go. yeah, doing pretty good. And the final thing that I wanted to do while I was on keto was start the first phase in the OPT model, the Optimum Performance Training model of the National Academy of Sports Medicine, which the first phase is all about stabilization endurance. So that means doing different exercises in what would otherwise be unstable environments, but doing movements in unstable environments in a controlled manner, such that you build strength in your stabilizing muscles and in your core musculature, and basically so that you are less prone to falling over, tweaking a muscle, or becoming injured. The whole name of the game there is to fix the muscle imbalances that you have and kind of get yourself moving correctly. So I've been kind of taking myself through that, and because of keto, you kind of lose the ability to do the type of weightlifting that I enjoy doing. So that kind of forced me to do this stabilization endurance work, which I must say, I've actually grown to really like. So there's a lot of different exercises that I've never done before, and after trying them and programming them into my workouts, I have to say I've been quite enjoying them. So I can say that just from this past month, my balance is significantly better. I feel a lot more stable in my movements, and I feel a lot more in control of my body movements, which is something I've actually really wanted to be able to improve for quite some time. So next I'll be moving into the second stage, which is all about strength and endurance. So that requires doing some sort of strength-based movement and then following that up directly afterward with some stabilization component of the same muscle group. So that could be like a squat to a squat on a Bosu ball or something like that, where you do something that challenges your strength and then something that challenges your stability immediately after that, and that whole superset will challenge your muscular endurance. So that'll be what I tackle next, and I'll keep you guys in the loop on how that goes. But that's gonna wrap up my thoughts on keto. It's not for everyone. I don't think it's for me, but I will return to it from time to time because I think that there is value in doing it for short periods of time, but I definitely don't think that it's a good vehicle for weight loss. So if you're thinking about different diets for weight loss, I wouldn't really recommend it. Let me know if you are looking for different diets for weight loss, because I would love to give you my 2 cents on it, and I may make a video about it in the future. So if you guys want that, let me know. If you like this video, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy. Peace. Real quick, I'm going to be on vacation and traveling for work for almost all of July. So I may miss a video for a week or two. If I do, sorry, but busy. Life, you know?